Nigeria is currently in the hands of political bandits. And when I mean bandits, I mean from top to bottom. Shameless, classless, valueless. Femi Gbajabiamila needs to be relieved of his position first. Let him come and defend himself as an ordinary Nigerian, not as the boss of anti-graft agencies, not as somebody that EFCC, ICPC, everybody kowtows to. Because with that, they can't look their boss and say their boss is guilty. Nigeria is in the hands of political bandits, political undertakers. When you were introducing the Prince Adeyemi, you said he's parading himself. No, I think that's a wrong description of what he is doing. A man does not just wake up, get an appointment, get an office at the Federal Secretariat, not in a hotel. Get a police orderly. Get a central bank account for his office. Get his office needs included in the nation's budget. These are institutional actions and activities. So he's not parading himself as being head of an organization. The question we should be asking is, what is the relationship between him and Femi Gbajabiamila? As at this morning, with all that has happened in the past few hours, the revelation by the Prince Adeyemi, the rebuter by, let me also correct something. You said Aso Rock has exonerated the chief of staff. Aso Rock is not an anti-graft agency. It's only the EFCC, it's only the ICPC, it's only the police or the DSS that can exonerate Gbajabiamila. And the seriousness of this makes it impossible for me as a Nigerian to trust any of the Nigerian security agencies or anti-graft agencies to exonerate him, because what is going on is too damning. Gbajabiamila resuming work this morning in Aso Rock is a national security threat. When the prince came out, when the young man came out and made assertions, I paid 400 million to balance 200 million naira and this and that, Gbajabiamila came out and told us and said, that office does not exist. It was until Nigerians brought the Nigerian 2026 budget and showed him that this office actually has a budget captured in the Nigerian current budget.
2026 budget.
That was when Aso Rock yesterday, that's the State House, decided to now say, oh, yes, he opened an account in CBN fraudulently. We are not kids. So I'm going to repeat my opening statement. Nigeria is currently in the hands of political bandits. And when I mean bandits, I mean from top to bottom. Shameless, classless, valueless. Femi Gbajabiamila needs to be relieved of his position first, sent to the anti-graft agencies. Let him go and tell the world, the public, what he knows about this man. Using Aso Rock cover to deny, to want to prosecute the guy, does not cut it for any sensible Nigerian. The delicate nature of this crime makes it absolutely imperative that Femi Gbajabiamila leaves Aso Rock. This is not the first time his name is being associated with criminality or fraud. He was said to have been disbarred in the US as a lawyer because allegedly stole from his client. There have been instances some few years ago, his convoy killed somebody at the Federal Secretariat. Gbajabiamila has been associated with so much heels, so much, I don't want to say criminality, but unconstitutionalities. So we cannot have Because no matter who you are, Gbajabiamila is the only one who can grant access to anybody to see the president. He's the chief of staff to the president. So every sensitive document, every sensitive information, everything about Nigeria's currently today passes through him to the president. Such a man with such a questionable character and current accusations on his head has no business staying in Aso Rock today. Let him first of all go and clear his name. And sincerely, what Aso Rock did yesterday through Bayo Onanuga, by trying cleverly to refute the allegations against him, they added more fire to the raging inferno. The state press statement was not properly thought out. Number one, in trying to exonerate Femi Gbajabiamila, you implicated the central bank governor. Because if a fraudulent character can come in and open an account with the CBN, it means even terrorists can have account with the CBN. Even bandits can. Who knows? Maybe all these ransoms that have been paid are paid through the CBN. Because if you're telling me that anybody can walk up to the CBN and open an account, you're telling me we have a failed financial system. That's number one. You implicated the NSA that he knew about this and he was just writing letter up and down. That's the second person. You implicated the SGF. So are you saying that Nigeria currently is in the hands of people who have no idea what governance and governance structure should look like? Personally, Gbajabiamila should be sacked. He shouldn't even be allowed to resign. Tinubu needs to sack him. Yes, there's the presumption of innocence, you understand, before the law, but first time, second time, third time, repeated involvement, alleged involvement in criminal acts should not be something to be taken lightly by any serious country at all.
Okay. I'm glad you, towards the end of your submission, you did also remember to state for the records that there's a presumption of innocence.
Absolutely.
So I was going to say before asking
Absolutely.
my second question that do not forget, or let us be mindful of the fact that these are still allegations. Nothing has been proven.
Absolutely.
And Gbajabiamila, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila remains innocent until proven by a court. Not even the ICPC or police or EFCC can, convict him. So, but that's fine. Now,
sorry, before you go forward, on this particular statement, the current system we run is such that all the security and anti-graft agencies submit themselves to him. So, to ensure impartiality, to ensure objectivity, to ensure fairness, Gbajabiamila needs to leave that office. We are trying to get to nobody is saying whatever. For us to ensure that justice is actually gotten in this matter, Gbajabiamila needs to be relieved of that position. Let him come and defend himself as an ordinary Nigerian, not as the boss of anti-graft agencies, not as somebody that EFCC, ICPC, everybody kowtows to. Because with that, they can't look their boss and say their boss is guilty. Let Gbajabiamila first of all leave that office. Then let him answer to EFCC or to this thing as an ordinary citizen.
This video will get to President Tinubu. I'm sure he would heed this advice. But let me ask you, Honorable Shield, does this entire sordid affair not question the integrity of the presidency itself? Because, sorry, that agency, that so-called fictitious agency, is not under any ministry.
Directly
it's directly under the presidency.
Yes. We don't really know the seriousness. We haven't captured the seriousness of this issue. If someone fraudulently opens an account with the CBN, your country is gone. Now, how did this individual, fictitious as claimed by them, how did this individual get his agency's budget into the national budget? How? How did the National Assembly accommodate that? How did the National Budget Office, how did it present to the National Assembly a budget for an office they said is fictitious? there are so many racketeering going on within the villa, and it's only a shame that the opposition is sleeping. Completely a shame. Ordinarily, these are things that shut down government, because if you can create a fictitious organization because you have collected money and have that organization or agency or whatever recognized by the National Budget Office, to the extent that they are captured in the nation's budget, it's not the man that is the fraud. It's the government. It's Aso Rock that has questions to answer. It's not the prince that has any question to answer. No, it is Aso Rock, and whatever they are trying to do, the guy is not the fraud. Aso Rock is what needs to tell us that it is not the fraud, because everything that has gone on now has the imprimatur of Aso Rock. He has the stamp of Aso Rock.
When you say Aso Rock, you are saying the presidency.
The president, the chief of staff, everyone that forms the presidency, the SGF. Now, why do I say this? You, as a veteran journalist, why is your name not captured in the national budget? It can't be, because it's an abnormality. It is absurd. If you are capturing an agency in the budget, publicly in the budget, it means you know about the agency, you formed the agency, you want to use the agency for yourself. That is the simple explanation to me. No individual. And you know what? Ministries, agencies, MDAs, you understand? Ministries, departments, and agencies of government go to the National Assembly to defend their budget, right? I'm still going to get the clip of this particular agency defending their budget before the National Assembly. But currently, I have 2 letters from the National Assembly, one from the Senate and one from the House of Rep, corresponding with this agency, with this individual. It is not fictitious. Gbajabiamila needs to come out and tell us exactly his business with this guy. Is it the 200 million naira balance that is remaining that is the problem, or the 40% he is allegedly claiming to want from the agency's budget? If that is the problem, we need to get to it. But Aso Rock should not be a place for criminals. It should not be a place for rogues. Let me not say criminal, for rogues, for individuals who think they can personalize the nation's structure or system for their personal greed. On what basis? This guy said Gbajabiamila gave him appointment, he paid 400 million, he's supposed to balance 200 million. The guy who acted as the middleman, as of today, they said the man is dead. The man died 24 hours after this other guy blew the whistle. Why are we all acting like we are kids? We are not kindergarten students. We should be able to deduce what is going on.